Now I'm going to explain how to input materials for commercial jobs, commercial or industrial, using product 7000. Here you see that I have the product catalog opened. So when you click Take Off Edit, it opens up to this screen, and there's actually several ways that you can input materials into Red Rhino. The key is to watch the video clips, and they show you every single way that you can use it. But I'm going to just cover in this part adding materials from the product catalog 7000. Notice over here to the left it shows 7000. It shows a description. Here we are. Electrical, commercial, industrial, material, and labor. What that material and labor means is there's material prices built into Red Rhino. Now, Red Rhino pulls pricing, material pricing online and loads it into Red Rhino, and as you input materials in the material catalog, it'll populate prices to the right. Now I'm getting ahead of myself, but let me show you what I mean. In order to find the materials you're looking for, what you do is click the little plus sign next to 7000, and then you scroll down and find what you're looking for. Now guys, when you're just learning how to use Red Rhino, I recommend that you come in here, add some materials and populate them and look and see what it does, okay? So you understand how to navigate. But look here, it shows conduit supports, conduit fittings. This is all pretty self-explanatory, right? Explosion-proof fittings, conduit elbows. Now I'm just going to go on down here without reading all these off to you. I'm just going to go down and input some unistrut, okay? So I'm going to click on unistrut. Now there's no plus sign next to this, I just have to click on the category. And when I click on it, you'll see that a product catalog, or rather what I call a laundry list of materials, appears at the bottom. Now I'm just hovering on this line right here in the center of the page, left click, and pull it over, what I call unsquinch, okay? Now what you do again is the basis of estimating any project is to make a material list, what we call a material takeoff list, and input the materials into Red Rhino. Now this is just one way that you can input materials one at a time, and I'll show you what I mean. Look down here, it shows the whole channel. This one is 13/16. I happen to know that that's I should say shallow channel. There we go, shallow channel. And this is 1 5/8, which would be deep, okay? Now if I scroll down in this catalog, there's lots and lots of different unistrut products, okay? Unistrut, angles, and threaded rod, okay? Again, I just find what I'm looking for and then put in the quantity. Here I'm going to click in the quantity box and say I want 150 feet. So I type in 150, and next I just click the add button right here. I click add. When I do, it populates at the top right here. I'm going to unsquinch this so we can look at it. And after you make a material entry, you always click Save. Okay, there we go. So it adds the material line item and then a dash line after it to separate it from the next entry. I'm just going to run over this real quick. In the video clips, there's an introduction video that explains this, but I'm going to run over this real quick. The program shows or displays a description of the product. Here I'm going to click on the line here I'm talking about, and it shows the quantity, and then it shows the unit price that Red Rhino has in its material or product catalog. Okay, that's what it pulls in from the product catalog, and it shows the unit of measure. It's very important to understand this and know what this is. This unit of measure, the program is showing that the program is set up to price the unistrut at $131.23. Now, this is just for an example, per 100 feet. And then it does what's called the extension. In other words, since you're purchasing, or rather since you're using 150 feet, and this is the cost per 100 feet, then the extended price, it displays the extended price for all 150 feet. Now here's the other thing that you need to understand. Red Rhino breaks down labor into hundredths of an hour, the decimal equivalent of hundredths of an hour. So you'll see the program is set up. Again, Red Rhino has a labor catalog, and when you input something like unistrut in this case, and it goes to the labor catalog and it pulls in a value for the labor hours, and it breaks it down into hundredths of an hour. So Red Rhino shows the price, or rather the labor hours, to install the strut, 6.6 hours per 100 feet. And since you input 150 feet, the extension there is 9.9 hours. Okay. Now the cost code is a code that it didn't populate for Unistrut, but I'll get into that in another training video. And truck item also, I won't get into that right now. But again, it's important to understand that when you input materials, it throws or shows or displays the description, the quantity, the unit price, unit of measure, extended price, labor hours, extended labor. Okay, now I'm just going to save this, click save, and it'll quit highlighting it. Okay, now I'm going to go down and just input some other items here. Let's say that I want to input some gutter. Okay, so I'll go down here and click on the little plus sign next to gutter. Here's a subcategory. I click on the subcategory gutter. Now, Red Rhino has 4-inch and 6-inch gutter in here, and you have to make sure that you input the end caps in the different parts and pieces. So in this case, I'm just going to say that I need one 4 foot by 4 foot by 12 inch. I'm sorry, that's 4-inch by 4 foot. Let me start over. That's 4-inch by 4-inch by 12-inch. Okay, so it's a 4 by 4 by 12-inch piece of gutter. I'm going to put in a quantity of 1, and then I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, and I'm going to add my 2 end caps. Okay, see that? I'll put in 2 of those. I scroll down a little bit further. If I wanted to put in elbows, I do that here. Okay, and then I'll just scroll up to the top and I'll click add, and then it'll populate the materials that I input. I'm going to unsquinch this again over here, and I'll click save. And so see how it shows the description, the quantity, $8.82 a piece, 0.17 hours, and it shows the extended labor. Okay, so that's how you use the product catalog 7,000. And again, 7,000 means that it has, when it says material labor, it has material prices for the items in 7,000. So go through here, guys, input some different materials and see how Red Rhino shows the output for those materials. Okay, it's the best way to get going is just go input some materials and then check and see how it works. Okay, I won't input a bunch more materials there, but right now I just want to take a minute to say, if you see this chat now button lit up, then you can click on it and you can text us your questions. Okay, we'll answer your questions. If you need help, click on help and drill down into the category that you need. Or if you'd like a live demonstration or need help, you can call us at this 866 number up here. Okay, so that's how you'll use product 7000. Now in the next video or in other videos, I'm going to show you several other ways to input materials that's even faster than just going and finding the individual materials. Call us if you need help.